Is that a baby porcupine? No, but that's a common mistake. What you see here is a hedgehog. While they may not seem crazy cuddly at first glance, they are definitely crazy cute. So get ready, here come 10 fun facts about the hedgehog. Number 1. Types of hedgehogs. There are 17 different species of hedgehogs. While we can't go into all the different kinds right now, there are a few worth noting. The European hedgehog is a generally common species that can survive across a wide range of habitat types. The four-toed hedgehog is a species of hedgehog found throughout much of Central and Eastern Africa. Its name is derived from the number of toes found on its hind feet. The long-eared hedgehog is a species of hedgehog native to Central Asian countries and some countries in the Middle East. The long-eared hedgehog lives in burrows that it either makes or finds, and it's distinguished by its long ears. It is considered one of the smallest Middle Eastern hedgehogs. The most popular breed, however, has to be the African pygmy hedgehog. This cute little guy is usually the hedgehog most commonly domesticated and kept as pets. Number 2. How the hedgehog got its name. The hedgehog earned its name because of its preferred habitat, garden hedges. They snuffle through hedges and other undergrowth in search of their favorite food, which are small creatures. As it goes on its quest for food, it makes pig-like grunts. Pretty cute. They make gardeners very happy because they eat pesky insects, as well as worms, centipedes, bird eggs, snails, mice, frogs, and snakes. Number 3. Can hedgehogs hurt you? The hedgehog can thank its spines for its signature look. They are 1-inch long modified hairs, or quills, that cover the critter's back and sides. The face, chest, belly, throat, and legs are covered in fur, helping to give them that tough guy look. The hedgehog has between 5,000 to 7,000 quills. Unlike porcupine quills, hedgehog spikes are not barbed and they're not poisonous. The hedgehog's quills stay firmly attached to the animal. The inside of the quill is mostly hollow with a series of complex air chambers that make them light but strong. With that said, they use their quills defensively, more like armor than projectiles. When threatened, hedgehogs roll up into a ball, becoming a mass of hard-to-eat spines. This is how they sleep. Number 4. Hedgehog habitats. Speaking of sleep, the hedgehog is nocturnal, which means it comes out at night. Most of its day is spent snoozing in a nest or under bushes or thick scrubs. They like moist places, which are either above ground or underground. They find some holes or abandoned tunnels in deep forests, under branches, leaves, roots of plants, and stems where they could spend their time. You can find them in woodland areas, farmlands, gardens, or even in parks. They live where there are lots of insects on the ground and where other food can be found so they can snap it all up and chew away. They love their home, but if they're looking for food, they can travel up to 2.5 miles or 4 kilometers a night in search of their delicious meal. Number 5. Do they make good pets? Pet hedgehogs are quiet, active, entertaining, and require lots of care. They are nocturnal, making them a good pet for someone who has a 9-to-5 job. These solitary animals prefer to be housed alone and may fight if kept with other hedgehogs. Even a tame African pygmy hedgehog needs to get used to you. Because they are considered wildlife, it's illegal to keep a hedgehog as a pet in many parts of the United States. Hedgehogs need a lot of special care to be kept as pets, and anyone considering doing so should do their research first. Just make sure you pet them in the right direction Rub them the wrong way and you'll get the point. Number 6. The hedgehog's diet. We briefly mentioned the hedgehog's diet a moment ago, but let's take a closer look. Hedgehogs will feed on a wide range of things. The majority of their diet is made up of creepy, crawly invertebrates. Now, in the wild, the most important invertebrates in their diet are worms, beetles, slugs, caterpillars, earwigs, and millipedes. As well as these, they also eat a wide range of other insects. Now, if you're feeding a pet hedgehog, you want to provide a well-balanced diet that is high in protein. Your pet's diet may range from canned, wet cat food, fruits and vegetables, and even treats like crickets and mealworms that can be purchased from a pet store. Number 7. Babies. A baby hedgehog is called a hoglet. Hedgehogs give birth in June and July, and they have an average litter size of 4 or 5 young. However, they usually only wean 2 or 3 successfully. Females are capable of having a second litter in late September or October, but these young are less likely to survive the winter. The mother is liable to desert hoglets if she is disturbed. Sometimes she will carry them in her mouth to a new location. Young hedgehogs will leave the nest when they are around 3 to 4 weeks old to go on foraging trips with their mother. After around 10 days of foraging with their mother, the young will wander off on their own. Number 8. Anointing. Hedgehogs take part in an odd behavior called anointing when they first come upon a new object or bit of food. They will lick the substance until a frothy saliva forms, and then they rub that spit onto their skin and spines. Self-anointing is still a hedgehog mystery. Since we cannot speak hedgehog language, we can only take very educated guesses as to why hedgehogs cover themselves in their own saliva. Some people think they do this to make them taste not so great to predators. Others think that this could be some type of odor-based camouflage. Whatever the case, there's no need to worry if your pet hedgehog starts this strange activity. Self-anointing is a completely normal behavior for all hedgehogs. Baby hedgehogs tend to do this more often, perhaps because a lot of smells are new to them. Number 9. Sounds. Hedgehogs make lots of different sounds for various reasons. The most frequent sound they make is a huffing and puffing sound. They do this as they go about their business of searching for food or exploring their cage or when being handled. If they get frightened or agitated, they might hiss along with a jumping or popping motion. They'll make their classic pig grunt when they're eating. And if a male ever finds a female, he will let out a high-pitched squeal with excitement. And number 10. Hibernation. Hedgehogs usually hibernate from October or November all the way through March or April. Research has shown that each hedgehog is likely to move nesting sites at least once during this time, and so can sometimes be seen out and about. During mild winters, hedgehogs can remain active well into November and December. While in hibernation, the hedgehog's fuel supply comes from the fat stores it has built up over the summer. Eating enough before hibernation is very important, and this is when supplementary feeding can prove important to hedgehogs. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Whether they're on their own in the wild or enjoying a nice warm house as a pet, hedgehogs are some of the cutest creatures in this world of ours.